Logan Mailloux. Now there's a name that we haven't talked about in a while. Mailloux was the most controversial draft pick of the Marc Bergevin era by a country mile. Hell, the guy was arguably the most controversial draft pick in Habs history. He was drafted in the first round, taken 31st overall at the 2021 draft, and there's been some minor updates on him, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay it all out on the table here for everybody to see, okay? And I'm not going to talk about what he did over in Sweden, because we don't need to do that. We've already done it before. As of right now, the guy is still a Habs prospect, and this Sportsnet article that we're going to be taking a look at today actually has Mailloux rated at number 5 on their list of top Montreal Canadiens prospects. But first, before we begin, if you're a fan of the Habs, or you're a picky eater, but when you're drunk you'll eat anything, then please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more of you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. Now, back to business here. Logan Mailloux, the Razor Ramon of the Montreal Canadiens, the bad guy, has been under the spotlight since being drafted. Everybody's pissed off. People don't like him. Montreal's sponsors are upset with the draft pick. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has been upset with the draft pick. Even Bill Cosby said he couldn't believe the Montreal Canadiens picked Logan Mailloux. Just kidding. But you know what? At the end of the day, he's an 18-year-old kid. He's just a pup. He's not Jeffrey Dahmer, okay? He's not Dahmer. He's not Ted Bundy. He's an 18-year-old kid that made a stupid mistake. No doubt. He done something really stupid as a teenager, which happens. And whether it's in Montreal or Las Vegas or New York, the guy has a shot to move on from this and be a better man and resume his hockey career. So, this piece of Montreal property hasn't been playing hockey yet this year due to his indefinite suspension by the OHL, which in my opinion is fine. And if you're wondering what old Logan's been up to, in all his spare time, the answer is counseling. Lots and lots of counseling. The article we're talking about would say, neither Ramage nor Mailloux's representatives could share what specific criteria the 31st overall pick in 2021 needs to meet in order to be reinstated by the OHL and have his suspension lifted, but both parties assured us that Mailloux has done everything that's been asked of him, and they're hopeful that when the case gets made on January 1st, it's going to lead to him resuming his hockey career. Mailloux has been working closely with the Canadiens, the Knights, and his representatives to evolve and earn a second chance. And here's what Ramage could share with us about that process. Quote, Logan has put his head down and gone to work in everything that's been asked of him through this period of penance, rehabilitation, and enlightenment. And he's done it with a really good attitude. He goes on to say, I've been impressed with his attitude, and he's embraced this process as something productive and something that's going to help him deal with things in life moving forward. He's worked hard. They run a pro-level organization in London as far as responsibilities for kids. The Hunters are really, really good, but they're also taskmasters. And that's been good for Logan. He's doing what needs to be done to hopefully get back to playing for the London Knights in the OHL. That's where he hopes to play, and that's where he should play. Now, Ramage was also asked if he had any examples of what Logan has been doing to work on himself, and he would go on to say that I think that's the kind of stuff that will be talked about by Logan when the time is right. Maybe this is going to seem like not a big deal, but Mailloux is not permitted to attend school with his teammates, but he still gets up every morning and picks up 4 of these little assholes and brings them to school. He drops them off, and then he goes and studies virtually in an office. He does it without complaint because he's a good teammate. I think that's a good character trait. So there you go. The smoke is beginning to simmer down a little bit here. We're soon going to find out what the future has in store for Mailloux. Is he going to be suspended the remainder of the season? I kind of doubt it. I think he's going to get back on January the 1st, if you're asking me. Once this whole thing is reviewed, and if the OHL confirms that he's done everything that's been asked of him, then hey, he's probably going to get a second chance. So expect more on Logan in the coming weeks. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know the Mailloux topic is a real sensitive one, so try and keep it civil down there. Again, Merry Christmas to all my viewers, and hey, I'll see you next time.